very beautiful morning to you viewers. How do you do? Welcome to Best Update TV, your number one update news channel. This is the breakfast table where we bring to you nuggets, information, education, poetry, and lots more to get you started on the right note and with the right vibe. As you know, I am Elizabeth Alakija. Just stay tuned. There is nothing in this life that can destroy you but yourself. Bad things happen to everyone, but when they do, you can't just fall apart and die. You have to fight back. If you don't, you are the one who loses in the end. But if you do, keep going and fight back, you win. Remember, you. Remember your greatness. Before you were born, and were still too tiny for the human eyes to see. You won the race for life from among 250 million competitors. Yet, how fast you have forgotten your strength when your very existence is proof of your greatness. You were born a winner, a warrior, one who defied the odds by surviving the most gruesome battle of them all. And now that you are a giant, why do you even doubt victory against smaller numbers and wider margin? The only worlds that exist are those that you have placed in your mind. And whatever obstacle you conceive exists only because you have forgotten what you have already achieved. Never, ever do a single thing in the anticipation to prove something to someone who has hurt or offended you. There is nothing that needs to be proven. Dignity will only happen when you realize that having someone in your life doesn't validate your worth. I repeat, dignity will only happen when you realize that having someone in your life doesn't validate your worth. If you have walked away from a toxic, negative, abusive, one-sided, dead-end, low vibrational relationship or friendship, you have won. On our poetry this morning, Destined to Fly by Ashley Hyper. Before I start, I would love to dedicate this poem to everyone who has found themselves in one abusive relationship or the other and have been able to fight it and come out of it. You are a survivor. You're destined to fly. I remember the day we met, too young to see the danger. I didn't know the devil you were, that you fill me with so much hunger. At first, you gave me comfort, numbed me from the pain, but the light you gave me faded, brought blackness to my veins. Your trapped worked as always. I am not the only one to fall. So many good friends forever gone now. No one's left to call. Dragged me to the rock bottom. Each day, a life in hell anew. Felt there was no possibility of breaking this dependence of you. Every day I woke with only you on my mind, desperate for your love, but more desperate for you to die. Through time, I saw you were evil. I watched you steal my soul. Each time I tried to get away, you would not let me go. Tried to scream and cry, eventually accepted my fate. Everyone had tried to warn me, and now it was too late. Family and friends could not even understand, never could hear my silent plea. They didn't want to see the sick effects you had on me. You locked me in a cell. You made me freeze at night, made me deceive those I loved, made me live in constant fright. Left broken, battered and bruised, my number of scars grew, both physical and mental, while the number of wasted years flew. Went through the motions like a zombie, no longer did I see any type of future in this world for me. You erased my shirt of hope when everyone turned their backs. Difficult to escape this dark hole and cope. Impossible to defend against your attacks. I knew no church, no God. You, my ultimate power, no way to know real love. I was now a rotted, dead flower. Then one day, it happened. most amazing hope one moment brings. And I decided there and then that I would grow my wings. No longer will you take from me like you've stolen all these years. You will never take my life. No longer will I cry these tears. I will deal with the pain. I will swallow my pride. I will deal with my life of rubble. I am prepared for this difficult ride. If it kills me to leave you, then I will gladly die. Because with you, I am only surviving and have been destined to fly. I will soar, laugh, and smile. I will breathe my life once more. I will go back to a time before you came knocking at my door. Isn't this a beautiful poem? A poem that shows the pain, the struggle of an abused person, and how she came back to and how the person came back to his or her realization and found the wings to fly again. I encourage and admonishing you wherever you are and wherever you are, going through whatsoever. It is time for you to get your wings again, spread it, and soar. On my favorite segment this morning, did you know? Did you know the blood of lobster is colorless? I bet you don't know that. However, when the blood is exposed to oxygen, it becomes a blue color. This is because of the copper found present in the hemocyanin molecule in their blood. Did you know the average bear has 42 feet? Did you know 10% of the world's population are left-handed? Did you know dogs cannot walk without bobbing their head? They mostly bob their heads to signify moods and emotion, and it may also be used to flirt during their mating periods. Did you know the human tongue heals fastest compared to all body parts? This could be due to the fact that the mouth constantly replenishes its taste buds and has rich supply of blood that circulates in the tongue. On this day, January 12, in history, Nigerian history. On Thursday, January 12, in 2006, Governor Rashidi Ladoja of Oyo State impeached on allegations of corruption. His impeachment was later reversed by the courts. Also on this day, Monday, January 12, in 1970, Biafran War ends. Biafra surrendered to Nigeria. But Biafra capitulates, ending the Nigerian Civil War. Also on a Wednesday, on this day in 1983, Wipop Kwaku Baho, Nigeria repercussionist, was born. On this day internationally, in 1913, Joseph signs himself as Satlin, meaning a man of steel, in a letter to the newspaper Social Democrat. In 1967, Dr. James Bedford becomes the first person to be cryogenically preserved with intent of future resuscitation. It remains preserved at the Alcohol Life Extension Foundation even till date. On birthdays today is the birthday of Jide Kosoko, a Victorian Nollywood actor born January 12 in 1954. Oge Modi, a Nigerian businesswoman born on this day in 1976, and Ikechi Uko, a Nigerian tourism development expert born on this day in 1964. I'm saying from Best Update TV and the entire crew, a very happy birthday to you all. We pray you live long and enjoy life's goodies. On international holidays today is Healthy Weight and Healthy Look Day. Beef upon, cut down on those carbs and put some time up in the gym. Today is Kiss a Ginger Day. Red hairs are so scarce these days, so find one today. Natural red hairs. Today is Hot Tea Day. Have you had a cup of tea this morning? Today is Pharmacist Day. The importance of pharmacists is honored and how they impact our health and well-being. Celebrate one pharmacist today. Today is Work Harder Day. Yes, today is that day to put in more effort, put in more ginger, put in more energy to achieve your goals. Today is Stick to Your New Year's Resolution Day. What are the New Year resolutions that you so listed this year? Have you started it? Some of you had the goal to start working out and everything, but have you started? Today is that day to remind yourself and stick to it. Today is National Kettlebells Day, which is used for games mostly. Today is that time to go and read about it. Today also is National Youth Day, although this is celebrated in India to celebrate a particular youth, an heroic youth there. But if you are you out there all over the world watching me today, celebrate yourself today. You have tried. And that's all on our nuggets this morning. Do stay tuned to Best Update TV while I come back to give you the headlines after a short break. The breakfast table. The headlines on the Daily Sun this morning: INEC makes U-turn on election shifts. I'll make Southeast industrial hub, says Tinubu. Iran ploy to destroy Nigeria, says Buhari, pledges to pay more attention to economy. LP Labour Party to INEC, make polling unit PVC collection points. Importation in Nigeria drops by 40% as importers abandon ports for neighboring countries. Moving on this morning to the Punch headlines. Northwest, Southwest top 93 million voter register. The president and the vigorous gadfly. Marketers project 6-month fuel scarcity. CCTV exposes Ogun hotel murder suspects. Chime, Nnamari and others shuns Tinubu's Enugu rally. PDP seeks alliance with 11 parties. UK shuts Obi's complaint over account issues. INEC can't be trusted for credible poll, says Sowore. On the Vanguard headlines this morning: polls, 93.47 million voters to participate, says the INEC. On presidency, Tinubu, Atiku trade words over health and credibility status. Train attack, 20 not 31 people kidnapped, says Edo government. Terrorists kills 2, abduct 4 women in Kaduna village. Olufason, Wike is a deeply Birmingham man who's working day and night against his party presidential candidate. His toxicity is bad for politics. On the law, 1 million for SAN application lawyers divided over fee. Nigerian loses over 1,800 doctors, healthcare workers in December 2022, NMA. On the sport, Mba knocks Pesiero's ego. And finally, on the Nation headlines this morning: Northwest, Southwest top 3.5 million likely voters. On alleged corruption and health status. Ekiti indebted to Tinubu, says Governor Oyebanji. 13 Edo train passengers still with kidnappers. Southeast to become industrial hub, says Tinubu. Boko Haram, a plot to destroy Nigeria, says Buhari. Lagos leads with 7 million. INEC releases voters list to parties. 49.5 million men 44.4 million women, 37 million youths registered. Bandits kill community leader, nephew, and adopt 4 housewives in Kaduna. Thank you for staying tuned to Best Update TV, your #1 news update channel. We have come to the end of the breakfast table this morning. Do stay tuned to Best Update TV, where we bring to you more information for your day. I remain your host on TV, Alakija Elizabeth. Do have a lovely day.